have to tell myself that sometimes. Everything's gonna be okay. I don't have to be in every place every day of the week. If I start to feel like I'm sinking or I'm overwhelmed, where do I need to get help from? Where can I start to problem solve instead of just letting myself feel pulled under and under and under? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, to another vlog. I'm very excited to be back to vlogging. I actually took a whole week off of filming this week, which felt really good, and I just needed that. Also needed to do it because I'm catching up on editing and everything like that. I have a good plan in place. Let's hope that it comes to fruition for getting us to a space where we are only a week behind with these vlogs. So this vlog, what I'm hoping to show you is just some days in the life. It's actually probably gonna be 2 to 3 days because this week is a little bit different for me. I have some trainings that I am taking part in, starting with a training tomorrow morning. Today is Sunday, I didn't even say that, but we are starting on a Sunday today for a week vlog, but I figured it would be best to introduce it now so I'm not trying to rush through an introduction tomorrow morning on my way to work. I have the house to myself for the next couple weeks. Mark is out of town, and I am getting used to my own routines and rhythm. I haven't been in my own routines and rhythm, like just solo, for 2 years almost, so about 1.5 years actually. That's something fun and new for me. Just getting ready for work, meal prepping, all that for myself and not Mark too. But it was fun, you know, instead of going to Costco to get a bunch of stuff, I just got to go to Trader Joe's this morning. So as much as I miss Mark and I don't enjoy not seeing him, I'm trying to do things that I can be excited about by being by myself. Mark doesn't like going to Trader Joe's. So because it's something I like to do and he doesn't like to do, I'm like, I'm gonna do that this morning. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird when my routines change. I don't like change. And I try to do what I can to support my own mental health and mindset around changing routines and things like that. So that's kind of where I'm at today, but I am getting ready for a week, like I said, of mostly trainings. So Mark is in San Diego he is house sitting and dog sitting for some really close family members that we have and love very much. And because I work, in a place where it's kind of hard to just take 2 weeks off at a time, and it doesn't really make me feel good to take 2 weeks off at a time, I said no to this specific venture, but he went, and I am gonna actually go drive down to San Diego this weekend and do a whole new vlog and visit with him for a little bit before I come home, and he stays out there for a whole other week. So that's kind of the interruption in our regular routines, but it's a good thing. Like I said, I've just been getting ready for the week, and then tomorrow is like an in-service day, and so depending on what grade level or school you work at, you kind of have different types of trainings to do. Because I'm preschool, I am actually going to be attending a preschool life skills training put on by one of our BCBAs, our Behavior Certified Board Analysts. She's actually a really great BCBA to work with. I connect with her a lot over her own social media and the things she shares with us just about neurodiversity affirming practices in the schools and things. So I'm really excited for this training tomorrow. I'm really excited to just connect with her. She's always fun to collaborate with. So I'll be doing that. And then Tuesday, I have signed up for a training on AAC. It's the Open Access Tier 1 AAC training. So I have that 2 Tuesdays in a row. So I actually will not be pushing into one of my sites this week because I'll be at that training. And then the following week, I'll be able to push in for them on Friday. However, this Friday, I leave for San Diego. So it's kind of a lot of moving parts and a lot going on. So I figured we'll film a weekly vlog to kind of, we'll talk about speech pathology, because then in the following vlog it's going to be travel and vacation and fun things, and not that this isn't fun, but just different fun things. So that's the plan. I'm really excited for this, just next couple vlogs, because it's going to be a fun way to balance everything. Good morning. Oh, this is the first thing I've said all morning. It is Monday morning, and I have to be honest, I didn't get the best sleep last night. I kept waking up. I don't know if I was hot. I don't know if I just like knew Mark wasn't there and it was weird for me. I kind of think that's what it was. But I am packing up because we're headed out for a fun day of training. So I'm not starting off at my home site this morning. I'm starting off at a different school site where we're gonna get trained. We need to bring a charged device. So I'm bringing my laptop because I've given up on my work laptop. It is too big and bulky. That's where we're going. That's what we're doing. There is a lot going on in this bag. I couldn't decide if I was gonna bring the camera with me, and then I thought I will, but I have to change the lens. The lens I have on, which is my favorite lens, it's a Sigma lens. I love that lens, the one that you're currently viewing through, but it's so big. It's like super long. This is a Sony wide angle lens. I don't know what the actual, like if there's, Mark would know all the specs and stuff, but this one's a little bit shorter. Or yeah, just a little smaller. So I'm gonna pop that one on you and then get my batteries packed up, and I'll take the vlog cam because I feel like it's kind of the ideal day to vlog. There's less action on campus, meaning I'll get less interruptions possibly once I'm at my school site. But I'm starting off at a different school site till about 11:30 and then heading over to my home school just to get everything planned and prepped for push-in therapy this week. I'm actually only pushing in 2 days this week, and I have a couple schedule changes happening. So I need to get proactive, email my teachers about the new schedule for just this week, and then plan all of that out. But like I said, tomorrow's another training day. So lots of training, lots of learning this week. It's always exciting when I get to learn and then apply it like very quickly, whether it's the next day or the following week. So let's get to it. I'm all packed up. You're literally the last to pack. And we're having a fun day. So let's go. All right, so we just got back. Well, I just got back to my room. I have about 3 hours before my day ends here. So fun fact, I have not yet checked my email today because I was in a training and I was so focused and just present in this training that I didn't even pull up my laptop, which is fine. It was nice. It was a really good training. I'm going to double check my email just to make sure really quick there's nothing I missed or that needs like my immediate attention. Doesn't look like it. All right, perfect. So yeah, this morning's training was on what are called preschool life skills. So the acronym is actually PLS. It was really funny because there are 6 SLPs, and then there's an SLP to every 6 teachers essentially. So you can do the math there, but what is that, like 32 teachers, right? Yeah. And so I'm sitting with my 6 teachers, and the other, each SLP was strategically placed, which I really liked this. I've never been to a training where they had us sit with our specific teams because usually like all the SLPs gravitate towards each other, but they specifically had us sit with our teacher teams, which meant that they had a lot of breakout sessions. I say they, but really the presenter is my friend, Christina. Funny thing, like we've seen each other at work, but then we connected on Instagram maybe 2 years ago because we both just talk a lot about neurodiversity affirming practices. She has a background in ABA, but she has taken ABA to a different level with including more neurodiversity affirming practices and inclusivity, and she's just a huge voice for inclusion. And so I love it because she looks at it too, not just for preschool, but she's looking at it across all grade levels because she's works for our entire district. So she came and did a preschool life skills training just to talk about behaviors. And I love a couple different things she said, but something that she did talk specifically about is not looking at behaviors like we have to manage them, but looking at them like where can we then teach positive behaviors where they need to be, and how can we do that, and what kind of repetition can we use, and how can we use neurodiversity affirming language. And then like on a preschool level, how can we use songs, how can we use specific language for our nonverbal or limited verbal speakers, how can we then be providing the accommodations and modifications there. So just very good functional things that I'm already seeing across the board in my preschool classes, but it was really great to be able to have these conversations with my teachers and specifically with my teams. So when we would have little breakout groups, we could talk about individual students that we're, maybe having a little bit more challenges with, that we can then look at what she's giving us, the information she's providing us, and workshop that a little bit. So that was really great. I was really excited. I actually right after texted her and was just like, that was amazing, because I know what it's like to present and do a training, and it can be nerve-wracking. And so first and foremost, I just wanted her to know how thankful I was, and I know our team was, based off of what they told me, to have her there. But also it was really cool to just get to connect with her afterwards, and already we're talking about collaborating and helping now some of our paras, because they weren't involved in this training. It was just teachers and SLPs, but I think a lot of our instructional aides or paras, paraprofessionals, would find this really valuable and helpful for them too. Something that really stuck out to me, and that I do see, and I catch myself doing this, I have to check myself a lot, is we have this desire as people that work with little humans, we have this desire to make their life great and easy, right? And so something we were talking about, when a kid is struggling to open their string cheese, for instance, there's a lot of opportunities to just want to jump in and help them and just do it for them and make their life easy. But when we strip that away and we take away their ability to struggle through something and then have an opportunity to ask for help and figure out exactly what they need, or maybe ask a friend or watch a peer model, when we take that away, we are sometimes just eliminating a critical element in their learning and their ability to learn how to communicate or access their wants and needs. And so that was definitely something I have seen that we can work a little bit more on as a team. I can work a little bit more on. So I just thought that would be fun to share, just and help you kind of think about, are there areas where I look at this as areas where we can provide more communication temptations, more opportunities for communication. We're not saying it's sink or swim. By no means are we saying that. It's more like, if you start to sink, where are you sinking? How can you figure out how to get what you need and want? Because there are life rafts all around you. And I think as a human, that's just something really interesting to think about in that concept. If I start to feel like I'm sinking or I'm overwhelmed, where do I need to get help from? Where can I start to problem solve instead of just letting myself feel pulled under and under and under? So I don't know, just a thought. So now all I need to finish up, I do have an IEP to work on a little bit. I'm going to write some progress notes for a student, and then I am going to plan for I do have 2 push-in sessions. I'm not going to be pushing in tomorrow at Site B, but and I'm really sad about it. I saw the teachers today. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm going to miss you. I'm actually not going to see them because I'll be at the same training day 2 next Tuesday, which is my day there. So I won't see them until Friday of next week. But they're so gracious and so flexible. I'm going to miss them immensely. They'll be fine. I have to tell myself that sometimes. Everything's gonna be okay. I don't have to be in every place every day of the week. We're fine. But yeah, so I do need to plan my activity for push-in, so we'll get some of that done right now. And then I also I brought my own computer. I think I'm gonna work on the IEP from my kidney table. Sometimes I need a change of scenery. I've talked about this a lot on Instagram, but I sit at my desk all Monday long, and so I think I'm gonna work on my IEP on my personal laptop over there, because I just sometimes need a different setup. So the word that we're doing this week is go, and I have this cool book. This is by Miss Kim. I think this was a Teachers Pay Teachers find years and years ago. So if I can see it, I will link it for you, or if I can find it. But it's basically just talking about things that go. So cars go, trucks go, planes go. So I have that, and then I also, as a book option, have The Pigeon Loves Things That Go. These books are super cute, and I've actually made this an adaptable book where I can take the pictures out. So that's an option. It also has all the things that go. There's also Go Dog Go, a classic, and I love that this one rhymes. So there's those options. but then I need something hands-on, like a play-based activity that I can use with this. I was also thinking I could do Wheels on the Bus. I have a book, and we can talk about, you know, what like things go, but like Ready, Set, Go, like I feel like I need to do like red light, green light or something. Still thinking through these things. We could also do something where I bring in things that go versus don't go and talk about which one goes, which one doesn't. This is from Lakeshore. It's an early language concept kit. It's basically a bunch of mats and you do like sorting of different categories. Transportation is fun. So maybe I can just have this mat out at first and we can just make sure like we're talking about what goes, and then at the end, what I could do is give them all a mat and then it's more of like a free kind of play thing. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna get all these things out and then decide as I work on other things. But it's funny, I started writing the report and then I was like sitting there, or not report, IEP, and I'm like, I just wanna plan the lesson. Like once I have the lesson planned, I think I work a lot better because I know at least tomorrow I have options. Now, I say planned, but really it's a loose plan. I'm grateful we have the core word planned, so I know kind of what kinds of things to bring in, but again, it's different. I bring in multiple things because we never know what's gonna happen. So I'm definitely bringing in Wheels on the Bus also, because then we have one more thing I can do with the kids. Because some kids don't, like, they may not gravitate towards the sorting, they might be more interested in the book. Also, before I leave for the day, I do wanna give you a quick outfit of the day. I love how comfy this outfit is. It's not necessarily something I would wear if it wasn't just a training day, but it is the perfect training day outfit in my opinion. Very low-key and relaxed. So let's take a look. This shirt is like 5 years old probably, from Madewell. I love it. It's so thin and it's so humid and like muggy outside. So it's kind of the perfect shirt to wear because it's very, very thin material and like you almost forget you're at work like wearing a shirt. Anyways, and then I have my Urban Outfitters jeans, the BDG wide leg jeans. I love how high-waisted they are. And then just Birkenstocks. It feels really good to be a preschool SLP. You know what I mean? You kind of get away with wearing stuff like this, and you gotta put comfort first because we are wrangling preschoolers all day long. Maybe not today, but training day, again, the benefits of it, you know? All right, I cannot decide what to do this week for my sessions, for my push-in. Also have the fun, these are learning resources. They are the present boxes. They're very famous in the SLP world. There's 10 of these boxes. They're all different colors. So again, I love having opportunities for the kids to make choices with a core board, like a color board or something. And then we also can work on different requests like open, if they need help, things like that. So inside there's obviously a little mini, and I think what I'll do is talk about whether or not these go or if they like don't go. Then another thing I was thinking, since the concept of go really can be reinforced by the actual action or movement of going, I might bring in like a ball and do a little rolling ball activity and be like stop, go kind of a thing. And then maybe do something like this too. So have a couple different activities that are very hands-on. We'll use the orange. Done. Okay. The rest of the day, I'm just gonna finish up these progress notes and IEP stuff, and then I'm going to head to my in-home client. I actually do have a Poshmark order to ship out, which I'm so grateful for. So if that's your order, thank you. And then I will be heading home. So I had my in-home session, and I think I somehow like either pulled something in my elbow, like right here. I was sitting with like my hands behind me, like I was sitting on the floor crisscross. My hands were behind me, and my little friend she was just moving her body so quickly. I was trying to like catch her, and I moved and I just twisted in the wrong way, and my elbow just feels I'm in some kind of pain. Got gas, went, and I actually did not yet ship the Poshmark order because the post office was closing by the time I was gonna be there, because I also had to go do a return. I am in another wedding coming up. My best friend Leah is getting married. I actually had her bridal shower on Saturday, this past Saturday, so that was very fun. She is getting married in less than a month, on October 8th. all that to say, I had ordered my bridesmaid dress. I ordered two, like one of the size I thought I might be, and then one that was a little bit bigger just in case, because the style was different. And so I was returning the bigger one right now. A couple things though that are running through my mind as I went through today and even last night. I'm like, I really only have tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. So 4 more nights before I meet Mark in La Jolla. And so I have to really like think about, as far as like packing and eating and all, like my timelines and stuff, be really conscious of that, because I was realizing too, like there's a lot I want to, you know, those little things before you travel, like do laundry, like make sure that all your expired food is going to be, you know, eaten or consumed. I have to make sure I have family that is going to be here to take care of Sasha, like things like that. So I am kind of going through my head like, okay, what's the first thing I need to do? We have a whiteboard on our fridge. I think I'm going to really quick brain dump on there. Let's make some shallot dressing. Good morning. This is day 2 of the vlog, I guess, because I vlogged Monday. Yeah. I'm getting ready to head out. I'm on time today, which is brilliant, so I'm not going to talk too long on here because I want to honor that and actually make it to work on time. So I will be going into my home site today. There, like I said, have been some schedule shifts, so I will be doing push-in there. I'm still undecided on what I'm gonna do today. I had put out like a little story on Instagram just saying I'm not sure what to do, and somebody was like, oh, bring in a car ramp and da-da-da. I was like, oh yeah, that's good. But maybe I'll do that next week. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. We'll see what I decide to do. I'm grateful that I'll be at my home site because all my stuff is there, so I can just pull whatever I decide in that moment for my center. But we are teaching Go today, so I better go and stay on theme. But just wanted to say good morning, and I will be filming on my iPhone today again. When I'm in the classrooms, it's just easier. I can't bring this camera, and then I'm barely in my speech room, and the back and forth of pulling out the vlog camera and everything is a little bit crazy. But once I get home, after I have an in-home session today, and then once I get home after that, I will be back on this camera and just will kind of wind down for the day and reflect together, and that'll be that. Let's go have a great day. I'm grateful you're here and you can enjoy it with me. Let's see where the day takes us. Yes, can you show me? Plane, go. Does a teddy bear go?
No.
No. All right, we're playing device technician. Let's see, literally. All right, I have a student. We are working on him asking for a break with a switch because mom is saying he's doing this at home. So we thought this would be a good idea, to do. So I've been trying to change out the batteries in these, but I think they're breaking. I think my technology, these are circa 2011, so they're over 10 years old. So it might be time for new ones. But I just put a new battery in this one and it's not, like I'll go to record my message, it like is just like staticky. So I don't know what's going on, but we have another one we're gonna try this with. I really hope this works. I need to touch up my face too. All right, let's see.
Break time.
Oh yeah.
Break time.
Okay, that worked.
Fire pit.
That's the fire pit. That's the pool. This is the roof.
No, this is a tree.
It's a tree?
Yeah.
Inside the house?
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, the day's done. I just got done with centers. I am just going to do some data and documentation, do my billing. I'm ready to get home today. I'm ready. All right, I'm home and I've changed because I just had a session with a 2-year-old and she was just all up on me. Like, you know, we're doing a lot of movement, we're hugging, we're going up and down, I'm picking her up, putting her down, because that's the language we're using and all that. So I've changed, I'm home, and I ended up stopping by TJ Maxx on my way home because I needed a couple things, and then I wanted to try, I'll show you what I'm doing. I bought this lamp because our kitchen doesn't get much light, and so I got a little lamp to put in the kitchen just to enhance it a little bit for, like, especially early mornings, like this morning when I'm in there, you know, getting my lunch ready or making a smoothie or coffee. And so I just I got that little lamp. It's super cute, but it needs something behind it. It needs like a picture or something behind it. So I went to TJ Maxx to see if they had any picture frames or pictures so I could maybe do some layering in there. So I got a couple things that I have ideas for, so maybe we can do that for a little bit. You can watch me or help me decide how. A little recap of the day just to reflect. It was a great day. I decided to go with the present boxes. I don't know, I think I got a little bit of footage of that. We went with the present boxes, which honestly was a great way to go because what I got to do was I used either a book or a song at the beginning of my center and just went over the go concept. And we talked about things that go, and the kids were so into it. They love it. They love learning the signs, and I think they love like making connections. You watch them like be like, oh, this goes, I go to the park. Like it was very cool. Then, you know, at my center, we just get to reinforce that more and talk more. And so I did the present boxes and they loved getting to choose what color. They loved the idea of like, there's something exciting and fun and surprising inside. So that was all really fun. So it went really well. And then if there was extra time at the end, I honestly just said, okay, you guys can play for 2 minutes or whatever, just with the boxes. And they were playing really nicely together. I also had this really cute moment when I went into the class for the afternoon class. They just have free play, and one of the options out on the table were those magnet tiles. I love those. Like, I love them for me. And some kids were playing with them. One of my speech students was also there playing with them. And this student is she's at a stage where she's kind of a sponge and she's soaking up all the language. She's signing, she's starting to use more vocalizations and verbal word approximations. And it's been really cool to watch her take on after her peers and make connections with them. And so she was playing with that, so I decided to sit down with them and play. And we ended up getting really creative and building this big mansion. And I loved it because there were these 2 little boys working with us. And they got really into it, and they're like, we could put a camper out on, you know, like their own houses, right? Like, oh, we camp out in the backyard. There was one little boy, he's like, I have a tent in the backyard, because they go do like camp outs, like family backyard camp outs. I thought it was so cute. So they got really into it, and we're like, okay, now it's gonna be a pool outside. And I felt like I had a lot of connections, and we had a lot of enjoyment throughout the day, throughout pushing in, whether I was working individually with students or whether I was working with whole groups or small groups or whatever that case. But yeah, very fun. So now I'm going to, I think I want to do a little organization of the kitchen, or like the decoration, I mean, and then I definitely need to start making dinner. It's only 5:30, but I'm very hungry. Okay, I can't figure this out. I don't know if I want something these are just picture frames. I'll put something in them, like an actual picture at some point, or like I was thinking it could be cool to find like a cool print or something. I really like the idea of this like landscape type of thing, but this is very clearly like a blurry picture. And then I also have, so I have the horizontal or I have a vertical, and I just can't decide what is like the best shape for this little spot right here. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'm gonna keep playing around with it, but I also am very hungry, and I think I need to like not be so hungry while I make a decision. So maybe we'll take a pause, we'll eat, and then play play around with that as the night goes on, as I edit and stuff. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, horizontal or vertical. Obviously got to get a different picture in there, but we'll see. There's that. Cheers. Got myself a little zero proof Paloma. Delicious. Delicious. And that's that. I am actually going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for joining me for planning and helping me make decisions and all of the fun things that we did in this vlog. When you see me next, I will be coming to you from San Diego, unless I start the vlog here. I might start the vlog here and then be in San Diego. Either way, we're going to San Diego, baby. So get ready for some fun, and I'll see you very, very soon.